You're listening to a Mash Those Buttons podcast. Visit mashthosebuttons.com for a full podcast schedule.
Cargo secured. Extraction complete. Intelligence system analytic computer is activated. All ISAC systems are confirmed online. Data scanned. Downloading files.
What's up, guys? You're listening to episode 73 of SITREP Radio, giving you the news and other happenings in the world of the Division. This week we got treated to a new look at the PvE activity Resistance, as well as getting a first glimpse at the new Rogue 2.0 mechanics that will be coming with Update 1.8. But first, my name is Mike, and joining me, as always, are my co-hosts, Robert.
Hello.
And Luke.
Hello.
I hope you've both had a good week, and our listeners... sweaty, I would have said. Sadly, we're a man down in the community this week as agent and Rainbow Six operator Matt Schotcher was taken ill. So to alleviate some of the stress caused by this, his friends and co-workers have set up a GoFundMe to help him through this tough time. If you wish to donate and help him out, please head over to @MattSchotcher on Twitter, and you should find a link in the feed over there. And before we carry on, there is a free weekend for PC players this upcoming weekend for the Division, if anybody wants to jump in and try the game out if you haven't had a go before, or if you're switching from console to PC, or you just don't have a copy, go try it out. It's definitely worth the time. That being the case, let's go on with the show.
State of the game.
So, we finally have some news on the RPM glitch. Next week, guys.
Yeah.
Update 1.7.1 drops on Tuesday for all platforms, and we're finally getting rid of that glitch.
All platforms, you say?
All platforms.
Wow.
Because I know it was didn't they previously state that it was going to be like PC first? And so the fact this is dropping next week, awesome. Good job. And the yamming?
Definitely.
The yamming?
The yamming.
Yeah. Yammening of semi-automatic sniper rifles will be sorted. I think the big thing that stood out here for me is there's actually going to be, well, apart from the pronunciation, I can't even say the word apparently, but desynchronization problems that have plagued players since 1.61 and before, apparently going to try and be sorted with 1.7.1. So fingers crossed, a lot of those issues get ironed out, I guess.
They said some of them will be fixed.
I know, but I'm hopeful that more than some of them.
Okay. Well, it just means that the lag's going to get a little bit better, I guess. Hopefully. And
for those not in the know, if you are running the RPM glitch at the minute, you will be banned, so don't do it. Otherwise, Pato will be on your case, and he will ban you. I think they're handing out 14-day bans at the minute. You have 2 bans on your account, and then that's it. So you pretty much have like one chance. Second time around, you're gone. That's it.
Chance.
Good job. So, that being the case, let's get on with some Update 1.8 news. First up, the moment we've all been waiting for, I think, guys. Update 1.8 PTS.
Yeah. You guys, is there going to be a console one?
Yes.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Awesome.
So, starting September 26th, I'm pretty sure we called this. It was like going to be like the last week in September. Literally, there's going to be a PTS for 1.8. I'm just repeating myself, but there we go. I can't believe how quick this is dropping, to be honest.
There's a lot to test, though, isn't there? So,
yeah.
What do we think? 3 weeks, 4 weeks? PTS?
I'm plumping with 4, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 3. It needs to be a standard of 3 weeks. I want it to be 4. I said that last time with 1.7. But I guess we'll have to see. As always, PTS on PC is for free. So if you already own the game and you are above level 30, I think is the case, you can just jump in and you're good to go. Anyone that was invited on consoles last time or had access I'm guessing like a key handed to them and you redeemed it, you should be able to play it again. You just have to do the update file if you already have it saved on your system, and then you're good to go. What was that?
I did something stupid and deleted it, so I have to re-download the whole client again.
I'm there with you. Not to worry. But you have it. You're in, dude.
Yeah, no, I know what I
in.
mean. Yeah, I just got to sit and wait for 50 gig to download or however ridiculously large the file size was, but still.
Standby mode, dude. Standby.
Yeah, true.
But they are sending out more PTS codes for console players, but they have not said how many this time, because I'm guessing there was a lot of confusion about those numbers.
Yeah, best not to say anything and fuck it up, hey.
Very clever. And be warned, if you have not selected the box that allows Ubisoft to send you emails, you will not get an invite. I didn't get an invite anyway, so it's fine. That being said, that's pretty much the opening news for 1.8. That being the case, there is a global event that will be dropping literally the week after the PTS on October 3rd, and that will be Assault. And this is the one where we have to get close proximity, the one that I think Rob's been looking forward to for using his Lone Star build.
This is going to be great.
Lone Star build? I finished that off this week as well. Yay!
So what... Obviously, we're all going to be running the next global event. What gear sets are going to be dropping during this event?
Strikers, Sentries, Reclaimer, right?
Yes.
If it's
taking your word for it.
Well, if it's the same as the PTS for the 1.7, then those are the other three that we had.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And then obviously, as normal, they will be available after the global event. I'm wondering this time, obviously we've got 1.7.1 dropping next Tuesday. We're getting this event in the next couple of weeks. I wonder whether we might get a recurring one between the 1.8 PTS and the next global event. So we might get one or two global events in between, possibly over the weekend, as previously hinted at on the state of the game. I guess we'll have to wait and see. That being the case.
Well, this kind of means that the next global event will be around Halloween time as well, right?
And well, it'll be November, won't it?
Well, end of October, beginning of November.
Yeah, it depends if they pulled it forward to fall in line with pushing this one back a little bit, doesn't it? I suppose.
Yeah,
which wouldn't be a bad idea, I suppose, to like get it back on track again.
I just thinking masks. They could do Halloween style masks.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick. Can I make a request for a Scream mask already?
Hey?
Can I make a request for a Scream mask already?
Yeah, that would be epic.
Yes.
Can I make a request?
Yeah.
I want the bunny costume that was previously like hinted at, and then I want the Donnie Darko mask to go with it.
Okay, you brought it back. I was getting weird, dude. Just getting kinky, to be honest. But you brought it back.
I thought you were going to ask for a GIMP mask then.
Well, that's my follow-up. If I can't have the Donnie Darko mask, can I have the... that being the case, can I have a SHD onesie?
I guess.
The look on Luke's face is pretty much no.
Talking about masks and you going about a onesie.
Yeah, I don't know. Vanity set for the next... Yeah, tangent. I think it's going to be like that a lot today. Update 1.8 resistance, guys. Who wants to take the floor?
Go on, Rob. Do it. Be brave.
Yeah, they showed some footage, didn't they?
They did.
On the state of the game. I wasn't blown away, to be honest.
Okay, so it's obviously it's a horde mode. It's tailored for the PvEers out there, isn't they? The ones that have been calling for more PvE content, but like being honest, like its patch is dealing more to the PvE players than anything else at the minute, with obviously underground changes. But this is a pretty cool mode in itself. Do you reckon?
Yeah, the fact that they said that it's infinite was just pretty epic. But they also said that no one's got past level 50 through testing.
I don't think anyone. Did they say anybody's even got to level 50?
No, yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, so how does there's different difficulties. How does the different difficulties work on resistance?
I don't know.
You get hard mode difficulty AI up to and including wave 5. Challenge mode difficulty AI up to and including wave 10. Legendaries up to and including wave 15, and it's endless difficulty with different modifiers from there.
Jesus, that sounds absolutely insane.
Sounds brutal.
And there's a boss level every 5 levels, right? Is that correct?
Boss level every 5, yeah.
Which is where you get your loot from.
Yes. Because technically you can't beat this mode with it being endless. There's no sort of end reward, I guess. So the loot that you're picking up from your boss drops is your loot.
But they said the loot pool gets better every time.
I believe that's what they said, yes.
A 5th wave.
Yeah. Which, that's fair. The further you get, the more reward you want, I suppose, don't you? So,
yeah, I mean, this is going to be a good place to farm those classifieds, isn't it? Because especially if you don't get a chance to play like the global event, this is somewhere that you can go to. I see you're guaranteed. Obviously, you have to get a team together and actually be able to run this and get higher up.
They did say you can play it solo.
Oh, true.
Yeah, you're not going to
Yeah,
get to level 50 solo, are you? Let's be honest about it. But yeah,
challenge accepted, dude.
I think they said challenge accepted on the state of the game as well.
Well, you won't be playing on the contamination map, will you? I'm sorry.
Can I just going back to loot? Can I just say they did say any loot from the game is in the loot pool as well, because there are some new bosses coming that they didn't really state much about, but they did say that like Leray Barrett and Pharaoh have a chance to spawn, which I think is cool.
Yeah, that's fucking cool. The fact that you're going to have Bullet King, you're going to have, I'm guessing, Pharaoh and all the other guys actually in this, and you're going to be able to get their gear, you have a chance of getting their gear when they're actually in the round that you're on. That's awesome.
I wonder if there's a chance for Bullet King to finally drop his mixtape.
Maybe. I'm still waiting for the Rainbow Man mixtape, but I mean, that's a different situation. I mean, we might get called out on that for some unknown reason.
Lore-wise, that doesn't really make sense because they've already died like thousands of times, so they shouldn't still be alive.
Don't pick it up, Scab.
Being in the West Side Pier.
Can I just make one suggestion?
What?
Oh my god, I just realized what I just said. Space Magic.
Wrong game, dude.
Yeah, don't, please.
There's no difference. It's fine.
Okay.
They're zombies.
That makes sense. There we go.
They come back from the dead.
There's no zombies in this game.
Well, technically, there is.
No.
They just
all
don't
I know
eat brains.
is if it bleeds, kill it.
I thought you were going somewhere dark with that, to be honest, but yeah.
Pixels bleed? I think pixels. Yeah, they do, actually.
You know what you said about tangents? Yes. Right, back on track. Rob, you called this one up. I'm pretty sure a while ago. We definitely discussed it. Did we think the things from Last Stand, the objectives that you have to get in Last Stand, would be in this mode?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Plus, they've changed them, haven't they? They've added some bits. You can better upgrade them and stuff, which is going to be cool.
Yeah.
There's a new one,
and
too.
Then you can... Yeah, they can destroy them as well.
Luke? There's the new one, isn't there? There's a support station one, which I think is a brilliant idea.
Oh, that is a good idea, yeah.
Well, like, so it gets you, revives you and shit. Is it basically like having a constant reclaimer?
To be honest, mate, they didn't really say anything more than there's a new one and it's called support station, and sort of just left it alone from there. I was hoping for more details on that, but yeah, I mean, calling it support station, you'd think it would work very similar to a support station, wouldn't you? Because the Pulse ones work pretty much the same, just on a lesser scale. So
I'm wondering how much this is going to like adhere to anyone that likes Call of Duty Zombies. I'm obviously not zombies in the game, but the mechanics of it, because a lot of people like those game modes and being able to survive. And the thing is, you have to go through different areas, don't you, on the map and unlock them. So I'm literally just sat here going, wait a minute, this is like Call of Duty Zombies from like Black Ops or something. and you have to like get the fortifications and stuff like that, try and survive. That's freaking awesome, and people love that. So
some of the waves have like time objectives as well, don't they?
Yeah, this could be an really awesome thing for the Division now. Are you guys looking forward to it? Obviously, I mean, I know we said about there's 3 different maps that are going to be coming, which I think one really cool thing is they're going to use the same maps, or they're built on the same maps for skirmish. So you're going to learn the maps either in this mode or the other mode, and then you're going to be able to like take that into whichever mode you go into.
Yeah,
either way.
That's one thing I was going to say. They showed off the same map as they showed last week with the skirmish. Was it last week or the week before? With the skirmish game, it was identical, but like that's kind of makes sense because they didn't want to give too much away, I guess.
They did say it was going to be a lot bigger though, like because the skirmish maps are obviously really small on purpose, aren't they? So the resistance maps are a lot bigger, but then obviously you go and unlock the other rooms as well to make it even bigger, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because the AI on this game is insanely difficult for some people, and oh man, it's going to be brutal.
I'm excited to play this.
Yeah.
Yes.
It seems like it's going to be a
get
challenge.
massively excited for PvE stuff, but yeah, this could be a really good challenge, like Rob's just said.
Yeah. Well, we got about 2.5 weeks, and we'll be able to play it, as far as I know.
Woo-hoo.
Make sure we test it properly. Moving on to 2.0 Rogue mechanics. Okay, does anybody want to go first very quickly what it is, and then we'll go into our thoughts?
Luke? I can tell you what it is, but which bit do you want me to tell you about first? Like the friendly fire stuff that we covered quickly last week, or the Manhunt stuff?
Yeah, go from scratch if you want to.
Okay, so there's now a rogue toggle button. So you have to press and hold the up arrow on your D-pad. I can't remember what they said it was for PC, but you can bind that to whatever.
Shift R.
On you. Shift R, thank you very much. Which means you are now rogue, and you instantly go rogue. Yes, Michael?
Shifty rogues. Sorry.
Shifty rogues,
that's what it must be there for.
I like that. Once you go rogue and you're in a team, the rest of your team have the choice to say, yes, I'll go rogue with you, or no, and back out and stab you in the back.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Now, if you stay rogue as a team and one of your team dies, they're putting in a mechanic where there's a field. I can't think of the right word. Proximity, that's the word I want. So when you come back out of the checkpoint, you don't have to shoot somebody to go rogue again. You go rogue the closer you get to your team. So you can't surprise somebody by running up behind them and going rogue on them while they're trying to shoot your teammates, which is another brilliant idea. Where the Manhunt thing is concerned, once you go Manhunt, there's no longer a rogue timer. What happens is you get Manhunt rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the more people you kill, or the more rogue activities you do, because cutting the rope still counts. And then once you hit Manhunt rank 5, one of the shade things from Last Stand appears on the map somewhere, doesn't it? And you can, if you hack that, you get off your Manhunt timer, and you get Manhunt caches as rewards.
Wait a minute. Isn't this one of our IFMs?
I'm not certain we can take credit for this idea.
No, I think some of the credit pretty much goes to Weezer,
yes,
who called this a long time ago, and the fact he's actually got it in the game, or in some respects,
a version of
is
it
in the game.
Yeah.
Well done, dude. I'd be quite interested to see Deep Fried Dave's views on this, because I know this is something that he's been pushing for. Obviously, the toggle switch and the rogue notification for you going rogue, or somebody going rogue on you. I don't know if anybody else got this when they were watching it, but I was like, skill up? You actually might have affected something. Do you remember when he put up a video about like what they had to do to the rogue system? It was like kind of a flag system, or giving the player a chance to basically get ready. And that's kind of what they did.
I've heard him ask for giving players the chance to get ready. I didn't watch a video that was dedicated to that. But it's literally a second, isn't it? It was pretty quick on the quick video they showed on the state of the game, which I like, because I don't want it to be a long mechanic that takes ages and people get 20 seconds to set the turrets up and stuff. I like that it's still pretty quick. Because Terry made a good point of wanting to keep the fear and the surprise element in the Dark Zone, didn't he, before they even got into these details. So I like that that's a thing.
Yeah, if it was a situation where it's like, you have 10 seconds to prepare, I'd be like, right, give me a minute. I'm going back to the safe room. I'm going to change my weapons.
Yeah.
Right, I'm back, guys. You ready to go? Okay, let's do this. And yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah,
so
that'd be some serious bullshit, wouldn't it? But
the time is gone. Did we just say that?
Time is gone once you hit Manhunt, yes.
Yes. That is awesome. So this means no more running away, in theory. In theory. There's no need to run because you have a timer. Like, that you don't have a timer. Okay, I'm so tired right now. I apologize. Yeah.
But to get rid of Manhunt, you have to go to a certain place, right? Which everyone can see on the map.
Correct.
Yeah, so the one they showed was the sports store in, what's that, DZ3?
DZ3, yeah. It was where I think B3 is when you're on a last stand map that includes the Kalkesi sports store.
Yeah, me and Spike Beats were having a discussion about this in our Discord earlier. Shout out to him. And we were kind of trying to figure out where these points would be and whether they're utilizing the ones that are already implemented in the game from when they introduced Last Stand. And that's basically all the A, B, and C locations on Last Stand. Are those going to be the places to go in, like, to turn off the Manhunt?
I reckon so. I'd be very surprised if they don't add at least one up into DZ North. Because if you go rogue / Manhunt in DZ North, is it then going to expect you to run, for argument's sake, you go rogue Manhunt in DZ 9, is it then going to expect you to run all the way to DZ 6 or 5 to get your Manhunt off? They're almost bound to add a couple of new ones in, I think. Personal opinion. But
if there's anyone out there from Massive listening, can we please get one added in DZ 5 building? Come on, it has to be done.
Next to the helicopter crash, yeah, definitely.
Yes, please. That place is awesome.
The construction site next to helicopter crash. Yes, do it.
Okay, we'll give you precise locations like you did on Twitter later. That's fine. But how do you guys feel about this? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be. We've actually got a reward now for going rogue or killing rogues, as you said, because there's now a reason to actually go and chase rogues because you're actually going to get a bounty cash from it. But how do you feel about it?
I think it's awesome. I mean, I'm pretty sure, not 100%, but like I'm pretty sure we've got an IFM that pretty much just described what's actually one of the ideas on there. So, yeah, we've already thought it was a good idea to begin with. So, yeah. It's going to be good, I think. I'm trying not to say awesome because I've said that a lot recently.
That's twice you just said that already.
How many times have you watched the Lego movie this week?
None. I haven't really been doing much other than playing a certain other game that we're not allowed to talk about at the moment.
Okay. All right. Okay. That being the case, I don't know about you guys, but I thought, it was announced last week. Rogue 2.0 mechanics are going to be here. It's going to be obviously the changes that we've announced, and they've announced more than anything are going to be awesome. But I thought it was going to be more to it. So are we saying this is it? We fixed everything that is an issue with Dark Zone?
Not even close.
What other issues would you like to be fixed?
I still think checkpoint camping is an issue.
Yep.
That's not going to happen. If you're Manhunt, you're not going to be camping a checkpoint because you're going to be.
There will still be people camping checkpoints. Just because you can get Manhunt off by going and hacking Shade Tech doesn't mean you have to. So you can just sit being Manhunt for an hour and a half if you want to.
See, I threw this out to Terry Spirit, and I can completely understand where it's coming from. If you're stuck in a corner and you're getting bombarded, or the checkpoint's getting camped, and you can't do anything about it, obviously go to a different checkpoint. I completely get that. But I want a situation where we can physically just get out the door like 10, 20 feet so we can fight back. Because at the minute, people are gunning you down before you even have a chance to load in. Yeah, you're dead. So I don't think, if you're rogue, you shouldn't be allowed. I think we should have like a proximity on that checkpoint. You shouldn't be allowed near the checkpoint.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I think that's, well, there you go, IFM. It's about 20 seconds long like last week's, but,
Yeah, I like a lot of the changes that they've announced. And yes, PTS, things will change, blah, blah, blah. I'm with you though, Mike. I don't think it goes quite far enough.
But I don't know. I mean, maybe, I said to you earlier, like, maybe the simplest changes on paper might fix everything.
Yep.
Not everything, but it's going to fix the majority of it.
Yeah. My initial reaction to the news is it's not quite enough, but I will happily admit that I'm wrong when I've played it on the PTS or in the live game, and it turns out to be awesome. Okay. I did that before when I said about the classified drop rates. I was wrong. I said I was wrong. So, I'll be wrong again, I'm sure.
I did like Terry and Keith's joke on stream where it's like, hello, sir. Would you like to go rogue? I'll go rogue if you go rogue.
Yeah, that was cool.
And toggling each other's flags. That sounds wrong, but if you want to go to if you want to toggle each other's flags, make sure you head over to Rob's Twitch page.
We've been doing toggle parties soon.
Some of the other things I've got issues with are like the grenade spam. I would still like to see grenades go on a cooldown. Just a short cooldown. You don't need it to be like 20 seconds or anything ridiculous, but a short cooldown. I still think hip firing chicken dance bullshit is going to be a thing.
It still needs to be tested. It was shown the other week. Hip fire, no reticule. So it's literally spray and play.
Yeah, but how many times have we heard that already? That, we fixed hip firing. No, you haven't.
Okay. I don't know if you guys managed to check it out. Ghost Recon this week announced a PvP game mode. Huge gap. And basically, one thing that I was like, that's fucking awesome. Terry loves SMGs. Not SMGs, LMGs, that's the one. And in Ghost Recon, I've said this before, they now have a suppression mechanic. Mm-hmm. So if you're firing at the other person, their screen rattles. That would be awesome. And I kind of would like that in this. I don't know where I'm going with that because of the rogue mechanics and hipfire, but I kind of, maybe have like the reverse. So like if you're like hipfiring or some shit, it does, maybe throws your screen off balance or something like that. I don't know.
Wildlands also has crossbows.
I'm just saying. Well, while we're talking about weapons, and I know it's slightly off on a tangent, but we mentioned weapons. They did announce what the 4 new exotics are going to be, didn't they?
Well, kind of.
Kind of.
Teased. It was teased.
So we've got 2 marksman rifles. Apparently has a weapon set, so I'm guessing working very similar to how Hilda and Air work. We've got a new exotic LMG. And we've got a new exotic SMG.
Based on the Sig Sauer, and that's a fucking awesome gun if I remember right.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
They're calling it MPX, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just very quickly back to the rogue mechanics. Is there anything else that you would like to see happen with rogue mechanics?
No.
Quite a lot of things. My primary concern now that friendly fire is not a thing is people are going to cheese the shit out of these manhunt caches using body blocking tactics, because there's absolutely nothing to stop a group of 4 going manhunt and then another group of 4, because we all know multi-grouping happens in the dark zone, just standing in front of them so you can't shoot them. And there's nothing you can do about it if they do that.
Yeah, no, I can see your point there.
If you get in a corner, like where B3 was in the sports store, if you get that right and put all your turrets down and all your status effect weapons and whatever, seeker mines, turrets, sticky bombs, etc., and you've got 4 people body blocking for you in there, there's not going to be any way through. And then you can just cheese the manhunt caches, and then the other 4 that were helping you, they go manhunt, get their manhunt caches, and just rinse and repeat.
But that's 8 versus the rest of like another 16 people.
Yeah, assuming the server is full and that people are bothered to go after you. Like, because it will be popular to start with, and then if this cheesing thing gets out of control.
Yeah, no, I can understand that, but I'm hoping 2.0 is good. The thing is, we got a couple of things that are going to factor in. Obviously, we already said last week or the week before, some of the gear changes that they're implementing means that they're pretty much adding normalization to the game, to the Dark Zone. So it means like PvE players that don't go rogue so much will not be at I would have said not at a disadvantage anymore, because they should have this. I say PvE, but like people that don't do PvP as much should be on the same playing field if you're at that high end like gear min-max state.
Yo.
Yeah, sick builds, yo. So that being the case, that if you're going up against it shouldn't make a difference if you're a PvE DPS player versus a PvP DPS player. I'm saying this now, I'm really tired of getting this screwed up, but I think it's going to kind of level itself out. It's going to be down to gunplay now. So that being the case, my point being is you're going to have more people in the Dark Zone, and I think that's what they're trying to do. The caches, if the caches have a high chance of dropping decent gear, that's where people are going to go. And I think you're going to find a situation where more people are going to want to hunt rogues than be rogue. I think that's good, because you think one team goes rogue, you only have to be in the proximity of when the rogues die, don't you?
Yeah, so that's the new mechanic, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so the chances are you're going to have the whole server going because everybody gets loot. So it's this really weird thing that I don't know which way this is going to go. So it's either going to be in a really good direction, or it's going to be, like you said, able to cheese it and this, that, and the other. It's very difficult to kind of see how but then one session you could go in and it could be like what you said, and then another session you go in and it could be like the whole server after them. So
we've all been in DZ servers where it's an absolute shit show, and we've all been in DZ servers where you can run around shooting players and nobody's cheesing anything, and it's excellent fun. I mean, I love the Dark Zone. All I want is the best for the Dark Zone.
No, I'm there with you. I don't play the Dark Zone anymore because I don't feel like there's certain things about it now that I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I can't be bothered with it. I can't be bothered. And one of them's the checkpoint thing. We had that issue last time we went in. I went in there with you. We were in the checkpoint trying to fight some dudes, and they were stood outside the door. Status effect, which we know they've discussed today on the State of the Game. There's something coming where you can cleanse yourself that they didn't really talk about. Hopefully we'll hear about it next week. But there are issues, and I'm hoping it's going to change in 1.8 and be more valuable for PvE players to go into the Dark Zone, and then it isn't going to matter if there's a rogue, because you still got a chance of fighting back, and that's all you need at the end of the day. A chance.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't want to shit over the work they've done. They've obviously done a hell of a lot of work, and I do genuinely think that a lot of the things they've done are steps in the right direction. I just, like I say, I don't think it goes quite far enough, but resources, PTS, who knows? And like I said before, if I'm wrong, I'll admit that I'm wrong. And like I said, I do want the best for the Dark Zone because I fucking love that place.
No, I do. I miss the I know you're obviously still in the Dark Zone. We do more PvE. I'd say I do more PvE content, and to be honest, I'd rather just go and last stand and kill people than piss around with a chicken dance. And if this is going to get rid of that, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
The other thing we got to think about as well, 1.8. 1.8 is dropping, and I've seen a lot of posts like, I'm coming back, 1.8, I'll be back. So it's going to bring back the player base, and then people are going to want to try these things out. How long that will last for depends how good this rollout is, and that's what the PTS is for. And I want to say now, if you're playing the PTS for update 1.8, please test the shit out of it. And I'm really hoping, I know we said it on Discord earlier, please set or lock off certain activities so things get tested properly. And I know they did a little bit of that last time. I'm pretty sure they did a couple of days of one thing and they locked off. But whilst you're doing that, give us tasks to do while we're doing it.
Yeah, a focused PTS would be excellent. I can't believe they haven't learned that lesson yet, to be honest. Because they almost looked like they'd learned that lesson when they dropped Survival, didn't they? Like, on whatever PTS that was, nobody was testing anything else other than playing Survival, like early access. So they're like, well, fuck it, we'll just shut Survival off then. And then people went and tested stuff. So do that this time. Open something up, give us a week to play with it, lock it off while you fix what we've said is broken of it, and give us something else to play for a week. And that's why I think they should have a longer PTS this time. Yeah.
No, I agree. I always call for a longer PTS, and we don't get it. And I think for this is it. This is what is going to determine what is the future of the game. Whether we get any more content updates and how good this patch is obviously going to be,
Yeah, I agree.
Dependent on that.
I agree. I hope it's good. I really do.
I know that sounds like we're crapping on it. I apologize if it does.
Yeah, that's why I keep backtracking as well. I don't want to sound like I'm being salty or mardy about because they're changing Luke's dark zone. No, I want it to be good. I really, really do.
I think it's a case of trying to give it a fair chance, giving everyone a fair chance at the end of the day. And I'm really hoping to stop the running of players. We don't know how this is going to work yet. I don't want the I can't remember what they're called. The Manhunt rewards. So you actually have to go to the checkpoint or what? I can't remember what they're called. I don't want it to be in DZ5 if I'm in DZ1.
Yeah.
Make it local. Make it within one or two areas. Please don't make it all the way at the top. Because you're going to have the same situation as you're in now, where people are just running afar to go. Let's just get more PvP circumstances, which will happen if they have these things you have to. I am done today. Sorry, I'm wiped.
No, with the things where the Manhunt, I assumed that they would all be open to you, and you would just go to the one that you're closest to.
Oh, well, I guess we're gonna have to find out, aren't we? At the end of the day,
that's possible.
But I mean, I have heard issues like people are worried. Like in our Discord, Spike Beats was worried about. Or was it Spider? I can't remember which. Was worried about people camping out these locations. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure the map displays the area, but not the definite location. But the thing is, once you learn the locations, people will go straight to that. So,
but that's the challenge, though, isn't it? That's the whole point.
Yeah, I like that because you go in Manhunt because you want PvP. The whole point of going maybe 2-bar rogue nowadays into DZ is to bring people to you.
It's to create conflict, not get loot. Yeah,
absolutely.
I just realized it's the freaking extraction, but reversed. It's the extraction for rogues, but the other way around. So instead of having, yeah. I'm gonna wait now. Anyway, before we go, we do have one question from the Capitan this week. And he asks, do we think all the updates are a step in the right direction? I just want to preface this question with yes, and I'm very happy with the direction that Redstorm are taking this. And I think I said it last week. They're doing a really good job. I'm interested to see what Reflections have been up to with the Underground. But for me, I am very happy with the update so far. Over to you guys.
No, I'm with you. I think I think, it's definitely in the right direction. Just, if they want any more ideas, just go listen to our IFMs.
Checks in the post, boys.
You do realise that's how they're getting out of using one of the IFMs, because they're like, no, you could just use it on Westside Pier with the what was it called? The high value target things.
Yeah,
I've forgotten what we named it.
Well, we were playing another game the other day.
Oh, Faction Wars. Faction Wars.
But we were playing another game the other day, and we were like, what was it? I said, why not do heroic HVTs?
Yeah,
that are open world, so people can just like join in. That would be epic.
Awesome. Oh God, I'm using Rob's word.
Right, okay. Can we save that for an IFM next week? We might actually put one out next week.
Well,
okay. Before we leave, anything else from us? Very briefly, does anybody want to talk about the game that we've all been playing? I just want to say,
what game would that be, Mike?
Fucked, because I've very much. My body is shutting down. I've played a lot of Destiny in the past 72 hours, so I'll put it that way. Like, and I say a lot of Destiny, it's not like all day, it's been from like 8 o'clock till early hours in the morning. It's a couple of days till 4 o'clock.
We're back on our you can't go to bed till it's tomorrow grind, aren't we?
Yeah, Brad.
Shots fired.
And if you don't listen.
He doesn't play Destiny, does he?
He doesn't listen to this podcast, but I'm going to call him out anyway.
Would you like to know how much time you've wasted on Destiny?
Luke.
Do you know what?
Luke.
Yeah, I would. I'd like to know that. I'm going to be embarrassed by this.
This is if I can remember your PSN name.
That being the case, Luke, are you actually enjoying Destiny? I've got to ask you, dude.
I am. I said it last week. When we recorded the podcast last week, I think I played about 4 hours, I think it was, and I was enjoying it. It's a fuckload more hours than that I've played it this week. And I am enjoying it.
Okay, so for someone that said they weren't going to be raid ready last week, what did you do last night?
I'm going to plead the fifth. I'm not answering that question. I bloody refuse.
Well, I can't find
I raided with you. Fuck you.
That sounds wrong, but... No, you joined myself and the Cabbages, the guys I raided with, and, 3 of them, because we were 1 down.
Yeah, no,
and,
no spoilers, but we got more than halfway through it, didn't we? I think.
I think we got stuck at the bit that everybody else seemed to get stuck on, and I think that's pretty good, to be honest.
It's stressful.
Yeah, if you check,
so
that's only 25% through the raid.
What? Oh yeah, I just want to say,
yeah,
awesome. But I just want to say, like, no offense, Luke, you've been playing Destiny a week. I haven't played Destiny since near Christmas, somewhere around there, and we had like 4 other guys on the team that play Destiny, kind of, or have all been off doing other stuff. So we're like not that hardcore with it. So
rusty.
I think we did all right last night.
Looking for?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Robert, before we leave, what do you think of Destiny 2? Very briefly.
I did the raid last night with my raid team. We got to the same place you guys did.
Was there a lot of shouting?
No. Very calm, collected group of gentlemen.
I disagree.
We figured out something. We figured out the first room like fairly quickly, and then we kind of just banged our heads against the wall in the second room, and eventually it gave up, and then said we'll all go to bed, and then tried to use our key in the labyrinth, and then I spent an hour down there just looking for a chest, and then I didn't end up finding it. And then I found out today that if I had found it, I would have just got an engram out of it anyway. So I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I would have been royally pissed off.
Yeah. But yeah, it's safe to say I'm definitely enjoying Destiny again.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. Yeah. I think it's definitely going to be like my backup game, and I'm looking forward to, I guess, raiding on a weekly basis because the raid is awesome. Yeah. It's like certain parts of it at the minute aren't good. Like they're figuring it out and getting the team to fucking coordinate correctly and know their left from right. But once you get that down,
did you get my hours wasted, Rob?
No, it's not working at the moment. Mine didn't even work either.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right.
Next week.
Stay tuned.
I will do it next week. I'll get it all prepped.
Okay.
I checked on. Right, I checked like the other day though. I had like, I think it was 55 hours in like 5 days. Just not good,
dude.
That's kind of bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's 11 hours a day.
Oh dear.
And you definitely earn money streaming that.
I'm not. I haven't streamed anything.
No, I haven't because I didn't want to like. It's kind of like this weird situation where I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
I just didn't see the point, like because there's a lot of people streaming at the moment. Because a lot of people when Destiny 1 came out, a lot of it kicked off a lot of people's streaming careers. I think a lot of other people are trying to do the same. So it's just you just saturated a little bit.
Anyway, let's end this bitch. Robert.
You can find us at SITREP Radio on Twitter and on Facebook. Tweet us with the hashtag #TeamSitRep, as we are all affiliated with that hashtag. Send us any questions or feedback for the show to the email address, which is sitrepradiopod@gmail.com, or contact us on the Discord.
You can find SITREP Radio on any of the following platforms. Platforms? iTunes, Apple Podcasts for iOS, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, Overcast for iOS, Stitcher, Player.fm, Pocket Casts, RSS feeds, Podbean, and please rate, review, and subscribe while you're there. That would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Basically, if you want to find us, we're everywhere. We're easy to find.
We're all over the platforms.
One of those sweet flumes.
I just added that to the keywords. Boom.
Make sure you head over to mashthosebuttons.com over on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and make sure to go check out some of the other awesome podcasts that are a part of the Mash Those Buttons family, our family. And if you stay to the end, you will be able to hear some of this week's upcoming shows at the end of today's podcast.
And don't forget, you can also check out the episodes and the IFMs when we eventually do them again on the YouTubes, which is just SITREP Radio. I think it's one word, SITREP Radio on YouTube. Leave a comment and subscribe. That would be awesome, please.
Yeah, and if you want to help support us and the show, share it with your friends and Rob's mum.
Yeah, tell your mum. Not my mum, just your mum.
What, my mum?
No, not your mum. Your mum already knows.
What about my mum?
Wink. Wink.
And on that awkward, revealing note, I want to thank Sean Winder over at the Division Elites Facebook group for allowing us to post our podcast over there.
Oh, he's still banned, isn't he?
Yes, he's got a 14-day ban, but shout out to him because he did it for a reason. He was trying to prove a point. Yeah, so I'm just pulling congrats, dude.
That's what he says.
Thanks for listening to this very tired episode of SITREP Radio this week, guys, and we'll catch you in the Division soon.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Robert, you're a champ.
I'm not.